All right. Welcome to another episode of Here's What's Wrong with You. I'm Brian, and I'm joined by my brother, Aaron.
No music.
And if you're watching this video, I said don't interrupt me.
Yeah, well, then where's the music?
If you're watching this video, subscribe to our channel and smash the like button. Even if you don't like it, just hit it. What's it going to do? What's it going to hurt? You know what I mean?
They end up breaking their phone or a computer.
No, smash that like button.
And then look, they can't watch or listen to this show no more because it's broke.
Smash it. That's what they say. Make sure you smash that like
Oh, you don't listen to podcasts, but you know what they say.
I listen to YouTube videos.
Wow.
Sometimes I'll get stuck in a whole YouTube hole and I'll be watching YouTube videos for hours and hours. And sometimes I miss work and I don't know what day it is.
As long as you got that YouTube in.
Yeah. So I was very, very excited for today. It was the first day of football. Football was back. We got to watch real teams play.
Dude, we had a family member have a christening today, and we're just like, who the fuck does that in the first opening week of football?
That's awful.
Yeah.
I hope this family member doesn't watch our show.
I don't know if they know about it, but he knows. He knows what he did.
I wouldn't go.
I don't think a lot of people did, but also because of the fact it was like kind of early. And like a christening, like is that a big thing where you have a bunch of people around for?
What's a christening?
It's like a baptism.
Why don't they just call it a baptism?
Well, same difference, whatever. I think that's right. It's been a while since I went into a church.
I don't understand.
I just explained it. What's not to understand?
One of our cousins was talking to me, and he was like, I can't do this. I have to go to this thing because I'm the godfather of so-and-so's baby. And then, like, 2 weekends in a row, he was busy doing stuff. And I was like, well, my friend a couple years back asked me to be the godfather's daughter, and I said no.
Oh, God.
He was like...
I didn't know you could say no to that.
That's exactly what he said. He said, that's an option? I was like, oh, yeah. I said, no. I said, no, I don't want to be what? I said, I don't have kids for a reason. Now I got to take care of yours? I don't think so.
Well, you thought this friend was going to die, and then you're going to have to be stuck with the kid?
Oh, he's not a very healthy guy.
Well, can you put a godchild up for adoption?
I don't know. And they're like, what am I going to do? And now he's on his third kid, so it's like, what's going to happen? Like, you know what I mean? You're going to separate the kids, and then what? Be a piece of shit? No, you're going to have to take all three of the kids? No thanks.
Yeah, well, like the kids end up getting different godparents. So if you die, then they all split up. They're like, well, I signed you to them and signed you to them.
Yeah, it's like, see ya, kids.
Maybe they'll let you visit each other. I don't know. Never really thought about it.
Just when you thought it could get any worse after your parents died, we're splitting up.
Now you have no siblings. No parents, no siblings.
Yeah. No parents, no brothers, no sisters. Good luck.
You're like as close to being an orphan as possible. That actually be the
world. So, yeah, I was like, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
That is a lot.
Well, plus he had brothers, and I was like, give it to your brothers.
Well, we know how brothers can be, so, right?
Yeah. And then his brother didn't make him the godfather of his kids, and so like they're like mad.
Oh, it's like some petty fight.
Yeah, it's like, who cares, man?
And now they're like trying to out-kid each other and make other people godparents.
If I have kids and they're like, who's my godfather? I'm going to say Uncle Sam.
Yeah. Whatever foster home they put you in.
Yeah. That's it. Government will take care of you.
Right. You better learn to fight. Just saying that.
I don't understand why anyone would, first of all, if anyone said, I'm having this thing and it's on the first weekend, like last weekend there was no football.
Yeah.
What were you doing then?
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't even know what to do with myself. Watched college on Saturday, but that was about it.
I hate people that do things in general and want to invite people to them. Like, no, I don't want to go to that.
Well, that's what one of the cousins was saying over the weekend. He's like, I'm over birthday parties. He's like, unless it's like a significant age, he's like, I ain't coming to your kid's birthday party.
Oh, yeah, kid's birthday party sounds awful.
It's like, oh, they're playing Pintail Donkey or whatever they do on Spider-Man's here.
Let's watch them be terrible at hitting a pinata.
Yeah, right. It's like, I just want some candy.
I know. And then when you knock them over to get the candy, you're a dick.
It's like, I thought this size worked. You get,
get out of my
breaks
way.
and we all run in.
It's not my fault I'm bigger. Eat more candy, kids. Yeah, I have like 3 friends, and that's it. I'm like, you're not my close friend. Don't invite me to anything. Even when the friends I do have try to invite me to stuff, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Do they just stop inviting you? Like, eventually they're just like, he ain't coming.
And then I bitch at them when I find out.
Of course, yeah.
I'm like, you didn't fucking invite me. And they're like, you weren't coming. I'm like, nah, I wasn't coming.
Still nice to get an offer. Are we friends or not?
Right. I like to make them feel bad, but I make sure I do it in like a group setting. I'm like, yeah, and you didn't invite me, you fucker.
Well, I can see why you only have 3 friends.
That's it. I don't. The harder you try to make people hate you, the more they want to be your friend. It's very weird.
But then sometimes when you're like a good friend, then you get more. So you just lose.
It is lose situation. I'm like, don't invite me anywhere. My one friend has actually invited me out camping next weekend.
Camping sounds horrible, man.
This is like in the desert, in the middle of the desert.
That's being stranded. That's not camping.
Yeah, this is like Bear Grylls style.
It's like, all right, how about you drink my pee and I'll drink your pee?
Yeah. There's no bathrooms. There's nothing.
Why would you do that to yourself? Like, there's people who are in those situations. They're like, oh, they're so awful. And you're like willing to do it. You're like volunteering.
I got to learn. I got to learn to survive in the wild. Because
what are you talking about? You're surrounded by people right now in civilization. Why would you just go out in the middle of nowhere and be like,
it's coming because it's coming.
Oh, well, I probably won't make it. I'm just like, this is an awful life and I don't want to keep surviving. Like, Walking Dead goes on for 11 seasons, and I would have just been like, kill me. I hate this. Zombies are everywhere.
Do you know that the Pentagon has an actual defense in case of a zombie apocalypse?
That's not... What's his name? Invented zombies. George Romero? Like, that's not a thing. It's never going to be a thing.
Why does the Pentagon have a defense for it? A whole written up defense.
I don't know. It's stupid. There's a lot of wasted time and effort.
Unless they know something.
You think...
I am legend. I am legend. Get your booster shot.
We're all going to turn into vampires huffing in the middle of the dark room.
No, not me.
Well, good luck at talking to your mannequins and you're watching your dog die. Spoiler alert.
I'll eat that dog. I'll eat that dog right away. Like, I'm hungry. This canned shit sucks. Eat that dog. Well, anyways, I'm going to learn how to ride a dirt bike.
It can't be that hard, right?
I don't know. I've never
You
done it.
just twist the throttle and zoom.
No, there's like, there's gears. I guess there's gears.
You're
too.
aiming at the biggest hill and hit that jump.
Yeah, there's... I got to find out.
All right, well, you got to be nice to your friends so they can help push you around in your wheelchair.
I only have one friend. Abba Zabba.
I can't wait to watch you get sick off of this or break your teeth.
Abba Zabba, you're my only friend.
I'm sure Dave's...
It's nothing better than peanut butter taffy.
Oh, my God. That's the 2 worst combinations. That's like toothpaste or birthday cake.
Yeah, these are terrible.
Have you ever had one before?
No.
So you bought it for the joke, which was all right.
I didn't buy them.
You stole it.
I told you.
I forgot already. And it wasn't recording, so it doesn't count.
The guy that stays with me, the biggest box you've ever seen
Oh,
of Abba Zabbas.
when did you tell me that? Last time?
Like, I don't know, 15 minutes
I don't think
ago
you told
I
me that. A big box of
I
Abba
did.
Zabbas.
I
Does
told
he
you.
like them?
He loves them.
Ew.
He's had like 20 already.
Today?
Yeah.
I feel like that just stops you up.
I'm still chewing it, and I wish it was over so
Spit
bad.
it out on the floor.
Wait, this is my floor.
So? What was that? That my name is Earl. He's like, you can spit on the floor too.
No, I don't remember that one.
When he moved in with Michael Rappaport and they were renting out the kitchen.
I always remember that when he's like, I had to take a shower real quick. Don't worry, I'm just going to hit the spots. He's like doing his armpits and water splashing all over Earl.
Yeah, because he was like in the back room, which was the gym. He's like,
That was the best show.
he's like,
ever.
that's my room, that's Paco's room, that's the gym, and this will be your room.
What time did you get home today?
It was about 12 o'clock. I made good timing. It was not a lot of traffic.
How far of a drive is that for you?
It's like 3 hours.
What is it? From Delaware, South Delaware to New Jersey?
Yeah. Let's not put all that out there, huh?
They're states.
That's enough. It's one state to another. 3 hours. Just get the producer. Just edit that out, okay?
No.
And the part where I forgot where you told me about the Abba Zabbas.
This
Somebody
is a
knocking
one-take
at your
deal.
door.
I don't know.
I just heard a knock.
I didn't hear nothing. Yes, somebody is knocking at my door.
You are the most unfucking professional. Like, there's constantly people walking in the background. You're getting visitors. This is insane. Next thing, the electricity's going to go out.
I don't know who it is. I don't welcome visitors. All right?
Just open the door and tell them you're
Jesus.
doing a podcast.
All right. Well, hold on. No dead air. Keep talking. Tell them a story.
Yeah, they really want to come in, man. You got to let them in. That's not where your front door is. You went the wrong way. See, he knew what it fucking was.
I'm doing a show, dude. You said 4. It's fucking 5:30.
See, you knew exactly who it was.
I did, but he's an hour and a half late.
Well, I mean, that's how you guys are.
That was one of my 3 friends, so now I only have 2 friends.
Well, everybody's got that friend that's always late, so that's him.
I hate that.
By an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's like, tell me you're going to come over at 4 o'clock. Be here at 4. You know what I mean?
Got busy. You know how that traffic is over there.
He lives right down the street.
Well, so he's just fucking lazy.
Yeah, and he didn't like say, hey,
I'm
I'm going to be late. I can't count on anybody.
Except the birds.
That was a great game.
I'm glad Ertz has gotten back
Philadelphia.
into it, you know.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Ertz was all but non-existent last season, and now he's like catching passes.
Well, last season was a shit
Yeah.
show.
Well, he had a shit show today, didn't he? They didn't do too well, the Colts.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, I mean, there's not there's not much of expectations for him.
As long as he plays 75% of snaps.
Yeah, I'm glad he started. Like, I didn't even think he was going to be like in until a couple weeks later.
He threw for 2 touchdowns, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, well, Hurts threw for more, so
Yeah, but Atlanta's so bad.
Yeah. Like the coverage they were
so
blowing,
bad.
it was just so obvious. Like,
They're so
they're like
bad.
bumping into each other. Oh, the Denver Broncos.
We're first place in NFC East.
Yeah, I saw that.
First place.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that Giants game.
They're terrible.
We were catching up on C.
On
C, the Jason Momoa show.
what? Oh. I love that show.
It's pretty intense, but
Baba Voss.
I always every show I make a comment. I'm like, how are they doing this if they can't see?
I'm like, I wish I was blind.
Yeah.
I'm like this.
I've been practicing. I just close my eyes and try to walk around the house. And my wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, it's going to happen eventually, right? It's like both of us wear contacts. Like, we're going to not be able to see.
Yeah, eventually.
I'm just start.
Do you have a stick?
Yeah, I'm going to have to start carrying around a stick and just tapping it on the ground. They're like, you're making too much noise. Knock it off.
Why are you watching TV shows on Football Sunday?
Well, these when the later games started, I didn't care.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
We watched
and
the
Cleveland
the end of
Browns.
that one.
That was a great fucking
Yeah.
game.
I'm still pissed about not being able to watch Notre Dame.
What's this Peacock bullshit?
I don't know. It was funny because me and the rest of the guys down in where we were hanging out at, we were like, we want to watch Notre Dame, but we're not paying for the fucking game because we're not trying to encourage Peacock to just keep broadcasting the games and everybody having to pay.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I hated it. And I kept trying to look it up on the internet or try to find it somewhere. Even the bars that we were going to go to, they're like, yeah, we can't get it because we don't have that. It's like we have all the sports at all everywhere, but we can't get Peacock and Notre Dame.
It's fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, I looked a little bit and I was like, well, I'm not watching it, and I don't even fucking
But
care.
then it was so close, and I kept checking my phone as we were out. I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I was watching this.
I get notifications when someone scores.
Oh, yeah.
That's good enough for me. Good enough for me.
Well, I might have to change my app so it does that because I kept having to look it up.
The ESPN app.
Oh, I something else like sports news or something. It's just one guy.
He calls
Yeah.
me, sends me a text message. I don't even get him half the time.
He's like, man, sorry I'm late. Notre Dame started like half hour ago.
I'm taking a nap. But Notre Dame's on.
I had to go.
Just
I had to go to my
God.
nephew's christening. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm late. This is your job, man.
It's like, no, you don't even pay me. You downloaded a free app.
That's like my nephew's Christmas. Football day.
He's like, put the phone away. You're in church. He's like, I have a job to do. Aaron's counting on me.
Aaron needs to know what the score is.
My own personal guy.
It's just this guy.
I'm just answering the phone. I'm like, where have you been? The game's half over.
I know nothing now.
Yeah, it's like, you make me look like an idiot.
The game's not even on yet. I didn't get an alert from my guy.
Yeah, right? It's like, I don't think they're playing today.
My guy didn't tell me that.
And then I'm like leaving voicemails. Where the fuck have you been? Call me back.
So I'm already like in the hole. Some money from sports betting.
It's week 1, man.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's gonna be a rough season.
You better pray on them stimulus checks. Start having some kids.
I was like, I'm not gonna work so much this off season and just make a living off of sports betting. And already I'm like, fuck, I need a job.
Yeah, you need a part-time.
You want me to send you notifications on sports?
Yeah, but I'm not going to pay you for it.
I like on DraftKings you can like reserve spots in lineups and just fill it out later because they fill up fast. So I'm like reserving spots. Like, okay, got my spot. Let me see who I want to pick. and I'll do it later. And the games are on. I'm like, yeah, I wonder how my team's doing. I look. I'm like, you forgot to fill out. Oh, motherfucker.
You have 0 points because you have 0 players.
Yeah. And guess what? You lost that money you put into it. It's gone. I'm like, oh, man.
You need to get your guy to call you.
Oh, my guy was at a Christmas.
That'll be the excuse.
Remind me.
I'll show up late. I was like, sorry, I was out of Christmas. You're 10 hours late for work. It's Tuesday. What the fuck?
I've never done that before, but, I'm off to a great start. What are you going to do? And it was like, I'm picking players and like, oh, this guy's going to have a great day. And it's like, yeah, he's hurt. He injured his leg immediately, out for the game. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I started a receiver who the team lied about his injury status. They're like, oh, yeah, he's fine. They're like, oh, no, he's still dealing with a hamstring thing. He's not playing today. And I was like, what the fuck?
Was it Odell Beckham?
Nah, it was, I don't even know who it was, to be honest.
You don't know?
I mean, I could look it up, but.
My guy was Raheem Mostert, the running back for the 49ers. Hurt his knee immediately. And he's on the sideline, like, jumping around and laughing. I'm like, he's not fucking hurt. Put him back in there. Like, no, he's done for the day.
I think his feelings were hurt. He's like,
yeah,
I can't go out there, coach.
It's like, what the fuck? It's like, he's fine. I need this.
Yeah, who was this dude? 0 points. I'm already, like, confusing the leagues. I'm like, I don't know which player I have. Oh, yeah.
It's tough.
Ayuk?
Oh. Didn't he play? I thought no.
He didn't fucking play because he said he was hurt. He was fine all week, and they didn't say anything leading up to the game. And they're like, well, Shanahan said he's got a busted hamstring, so he can't play.
Those guys are always fucking hurt. It's like, suck it up already. Get out there. I got fantasy. I don't care about your well-being. I got fantasy.
Well, yeah, Ertz was stretching out his hamstring. He's like, I heard it, but I got another leg, so I'll keep playing.
Yeah, I got two of them.
I'll just have to hop real fast. Dude, how about that rugby player? Did you see when who scored the touchdown? I think it was Rieger when he just laid that dude out. He come flying from across the field and just boom.
Good hits like that. I love it. I love good hits like that. Brandon Graham had a nice hit too on Mike Davis.
Yeah, and then towards the end, they just started sacking him left and right. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was the quarterback I started this week.
Well, I mean, I think he. Nah, he did.
Threw for 0 touchdowns?
Yeah. That's right. You're right.
I'm like, he's at least pretty decent. Give me decent numbers. And no, not today.
Well, I had Trevor Lawrence in one league, and he did not do very well.
Who would have thought that Houston was going to win?
Well, don't they?
I thought that.
Don't they have a pretty good defense?
No, they have nothing.
Well, then how'd they get like 3 interceptions?
Trevor Lawrence is that bad, I guess.
It doesn't always translate. Like this isn't college football.
I think their coach is not going to last.
Well, I don't think any quarterback coming from college should ever just start. It's ridiculous.
They have a quarterback and a coach fresh from college.
Oh. And how'd that work out for them?
They lost to a team that no one thought would have one single win all season.
They're just defying expectations then.
Yeah. So, like, the Texans are so bad. They're not going to have a single win, and they probably want it that way.
They want it that way.
Yeah. For better draft picks. And
like, right off the bat, they're like, all right, this season's a bust.
It's done.
Imagine that being
our quarterback. The quarterback sitting on the bench. Keep your wives away from him. He's a little touchy, if you know what I mean.
I don't know that story.
It's Deshaun Watson. He's gotten a lot of trouble for sexual assault allegations.
Oh.
Yeah, because like he was. This is how it happened. Okay, let me tell you the real story.
Let's
He's
go allegedly, so we're not getting sued.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Now, this is what happened.
Allegedly, man, you're gonna get sued.
He's complaining. I want out of Texas, Houston.
And then he just started
Texans.
groping women.
No.
Kick me out.
He's like, I don't. He's like, I don't like it here. I demand to be traded. Blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, all of these massage therapists, I guess that work for the organization, start saying that he sexually assaulted them.
Well, then you should make it a point where he only gets male massage therapists.
Well, I said, no wonder he wants to leave Houston. None of those girls put out.
Yeah, right. Go to a real team.
But I don't know. It all sounds pretty fishy, and they're going to just let him. They paying him all this money, and he's just going to sit on the bench all year long.
Well, how long is his contract for?
Oh, they just gave him it's like the next 4 years.
Well, they should have put in a stipulation, be like, keep your hands to yourself.
I know. It's like now they have to. These contracts are going to be so long. Can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do.
Don't punch your wife in the elevator.
Don't kick anyone when they're down.
And if your kids misbehave, do not hit them with branches.
Yeah, none of that. But he got, he's still in the I don't know, he's not in the NFL at Adrian Peterson, but he was still looked at by teams. But Ray Rice was like, "You're done." He knocked his wife out so bad.
Dude, how can he say anything? I'm thinking of Ray Lewis. I'm like, how's he gonna criticize anyone?
No, Ray Rice was the running back for the Ravens that punched his wife in the elevator.
Yeah, that was brutal.
It was really brutal. And he never played again.
As he shouldn't have. You should have went to jail.
Probably for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "I'm cool. See, I'm fine."
Well,
It's
she got
okay."
paid, that's why.
Oh my god.
Well, no, football players can do whatever they want. You could just murder your ex-wife and her boyfriend. It's cool.
Live out the rest of your days in Florida on Twitter, telling people how they should live.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, Twitter world, it's me, OJ."
Yeah. Your favorite running back.
Does,
and that's it.
Yeah,
That's the only thing you remember me from. Nothing else.
Nothing else. He
remember Lethal Weapon?
puts
Or
videos.
what was it? No, Naked Gun?
that was me.
Making you laugh. I do it.
He puts videos on Twitter constantly. And it's great because the comment section's always like, "Remember when you murdered those two people?"
Never forget.
Never forget. And a lot of people are like, "I'm glad to see you're taking a stab at Twitter."
Oh, God. Internet comments are some of the funniest things ever.
Oh, you can find at least 100 comments of people saying, "Remember when you murdered those people?"
We're not going to let you forget.
No, they will not. But he keeps going. Why would you you're like, okay, it's like, you're such a piece of shit. I got away with it. Let me just go and live quietly.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
You would never
No.
hear from me again.
He's like, no, I'm going to put it right in your face.
He's like, I'm still trying to be relevant. And I was like, you were pretty relevant when you committed murder.
They're asking him, why do you live in Florida? How come you don't want to live in L.A.? He's like, I can't go back to L.A. I might run into the real killer there. It's like, what?
Why?
You are the real killer.
Would you slice his throat too?
No. He's afraid because he might run into the actual killer. Yeah, that's why. You pieces.
Well, is that him running into a mirror or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's wearing my gloves.
That's great. Ugh. My studio's falling apart over here.
That's what you're holding your microphone on with?
Yeah, staple.
Dude, you are the most unprofessional. I think I'm gonna have to be a free agent after this season or whatever that you would call it.
Get a new. I'm the host, by the way. You're the co-host.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to branch out. You know.
You want to go co-host another show?
Oh, so see, we're co-hosts. You ain't the boss.
No, I'm the host. You're the co-host.
Yeah, well, can you teach me how to do all this stuff before I go?
Sure. Get you an Abba Zabba.
Finish it right now.
No, I barely took a bite, and it took me forever.
No,
to
a
eat
bite
it.
is like a half a bar. Like it's that's the way it comes apart.
I'm pretty sure I lost a tooth in there somewhere. And it's disgusting.
Now it's gonna bite you.
It was terrible. I hated it. You know what's wrong with Abba Zabbas? Everything about them.
I wish Dave Chappelle would make a comment like, how many takes did he have to do where you bit into Abba Zabba? And he was like, that shit was so fucking nasty.
It's disgusting.
He's like, I'll never do a half baked too.
Fuck Abba Zabbas.
Well, you notice
maybe.
when what's his name went to go for the food run, he didn't say Abba Zabba.
No. Pizza and onions. A big pizza. It was terrible. I'm going to throw the rest of it away and never eat it again.
Well, you owe your roommate for that bar. How much does it even cost?
I think they should pay.
Yeah.
me to eat those.
It's like, I dare you to eat it.
Don't eat Abba Zabbas. They're gross.
So now they're not going to be a sponsor?
I'll take their money. I don't give a shit. I'll tell everyone. Eat Abba Zabba.
No. Every time you do the commercial, you got to take a bite out of one.
And then I'll immediately spit it out.
You just like stop recording for a second.
They're great.
Oh God, is that blood?
I'll die.
It's like on the next episode, I now have Brian's God kids.
And then I take care of his children. Why did I say yes to being a godfather? If anyone ever asks you, say no.
Wait, you did say yes?
No. I said no.
Oh.
Why would I say yes? I'm not getting involved in that.
Yeah, that's like a family thing.
Yeah, it's like, no, if you had kids and you asked me, I would fucking punch you.
Yeah, I know better than to ask you.
Good.
Some motherfucker eating Abba Zabbas for dinner.
I had to wash down all the Cheez-Its I've been eating today.
Oh, God.
Now, I would love it if they sponsored us.
You like Cheez-Its like that?
Family size.
Even though I live alone.
No, it's just me. I have the appetite of a family. When it comes to Cheez-Its, I have the appetite of a whole family. Yeah, that basically, like, watching football, like, bullshit.
You're like spitting cheese and crumbs at the TV. What the fuck is that?
Yelling at professional athletes for not being athletic enough as I sit on the couch and devour a whole box of family-sized Cheez-Its.
You couldn't fucking lay out for that?
You should have caught that.
2 more yards, asshole.
That's basically my Sunday.
You and every other American.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better. Ugh. So you had a good weekend, huh?
It was all right. It seems short. Well, what did you do for yours?
Nothing.
I had to pick up some more Cheez-Its.
Nothing. Let me see. I'm trying to think of when the last time I left the house was. I think I went out a bit on Friday. What's today? Saturday? Sunday? Yeah. Yesterday, I was up super late. So yesterday was a wash because I couldn't go to sleep. So I was like, I can't sleep. What should I do? I was like, oh, I'll watch all 3 Matrix movies. So I did that.
You went from like, I can't sleep to let's stay up all night.
I do a Matrix marathon. New one's coming out. Let's do a refresher.
Yeah, I can clue you in a refresher. Great movie, shitty movie, shitty movie.
Well, I like them.
It just got to be too weird. Like there's like werewolves and shit. I kind of like the ghosts. They were pretty cool.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
And then the motorcycle thing. But
They were
dude,
great.
the trailer for the new one looks pretty amazing.
And you know what? The best part about it? It's coming to streaming.
Yeah. And let's just keep it between you and I. Why, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I do not want to go to movie theaters.
Fuck that. I don't think I'll ever go to a movie theater ever again.
Well, I want to see the new Batman.
Me? Oh, yeah. Well, that's not streaming, is it?
It should be because it's a Warner Brothers, and everything Warner Brothers is coming to streaming. But I think that one
Is that HBO or no?
Warner Brothers. Everything Warner Brothers is going to HBO Max, and you can pay for that and watch it.
Yeah.
You can just buy HBO Max.
Yeah. And while you're at it, get Peacock.
Yeah, you can pay for all that. You want everything you want to watch. Pay for them individually.
Yeah, have you?
You fucking idiots.
Haven't you always wanted 20 streaming services?
You need a guy to tell you which one's which and what comes on what.
Yo, so me and a certain red-faced glass person I was talking to this weekend, he was talking about like, yo, we should get something and invent it to where you can include all the streaming services and you'll be able to watch them, and then you just pay a fee to watch them all the streaming services, and then when you get money from the streaming services, I'm like, that's fucking cable, okay? We're going backwards.
Yeah. I have that. You know what I mean?
It's called Xfinity.
I have one app that I can watch everything I want on for free. No, it's not free, but it's like, yeah, I have that.
Well, but then I still...
And I can watch all the old man boxing I want.
What? Is that your new hobby? Old man boxing?
Old man boxing? That's what it is now.
Oh,
Holyfield just fought.
Silva and Ortiz?
Yeah, they're both like 46. Holyfield is like 58, okay? And he just boxed in the main event.
How much taller was Silva than Ortiz?
No, they were the same height.
Really?
6'2". They're both 6'2".
He's not 6'2".
Yeah.
He always struck me as short. How tall is Liddell?
He's like 6 foot something.
I always thought
Because,
he was short.
but Tito Ortiz couldn't make weight.
But they still fought, right?
Yeah, well, he lost 20% of his money and got knocked out, and he looked so bad.
Did he ever look good?
No, I hated him always. Always hated him. He looked terrible. Got knocked out. The best part, he got knocked out so bad, like the face plants, like when the front of your face is. Yeah, that's the best. I was like, yes. Not to mention the fact I love Anderson Silva so much.
Yeah, but as arrogant as he was, he backed it up, man. You know.
He was the greatest.
But then ever since he broke his leg, I was like, he was just.
What kind of idiot pays for those kind of pay-per-views?
I don't know, man. That's like some dumb Logan Paul bullshit. Who would ever pay for that garbage?
I hate myself enough for watching it. You know how much I'd kill myself if I paid.
It's like watching reality TV. It's like a train wreck, and you want to see failure. And the guy's a clown. He fights people that are 100 pounds less than him.
And they're roided up to the.
He is, yeah. Did you tell me that, or is he just like allegedly?
What are they gonna do? They're gonna sue me? I don't have shit.
All right, Rocky 5. Sue me for what?
Is that what he says? Oh. Who watches Rocky 5?
Hey, I like that street fight.
It's like the worst of all the Rockies. And you're quoting it, expecting me to understand?
Well, I mean, you got to finish it out. You can't just stop and then there's another Rocky and we're like, no, I bet it's going to be bad.
Well, maybe if I can't fall asleep tonight, I'll watch all the Rockies.
I don't know. The first one, I never really saw, but it's very creepy. It's like a very creepy rape vibe going on.
Rocky 1? Hey, that's what you did back then. Different times, man. Girl says no, you make her say yes.
Do you know who I am? I'm all becoming boxer.
Make her love you. Back then, that's how you got your wife. You made her love you. Persistence.
You are not wrong. Like
some women like that. He's very persistent.
Yeah.
Now they call it sexual assault.
It's like, well, he provided. It's like, he provided more than one way.
Some would say Deshaun Watson was just a very persistent guy.
Yeah, but it's nowadays. You can't. He's just born in the wrong time.
Born in the wrong time. If he was born in the 80s, late 70s, they'd have called him a ladies man.
They'd be making movies about him.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that movie. Don't you dare talk bad about that movie.
Wait, what movie?
Ever. Rocky.
The first one?
The first one.
To be honest, I don't ever think I saw it all the way through.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, whatever. It was slow.
It's the
just
best.
like Rocky.
It's the best ever. The best ever.
My new favorite thing is doing Mickey voice. Who loves you?
That sounded terrible. Talk about creepy. I'm going to watch Rocky tonight.
We'll start.
No, I'm not.
Start at 5 and then work your way backwards.
I should try that. Well, I got to start at like Balboa.
Oh, why not just go to the Creeds?
I've never seen Creed 2.
It was all right. I think we watched Creed 1 and we immediately watched Creed 2. We're like, all right, well, we'll just finish it out.
It's like, I don't know if I really want to do this.
Drago's in it. Yeah.
Really?
That's the whole premise of the movie. He fights Drago's kid. And
sounds dumb.
Yeah, of course it is. Has any Rocky movie plot sounded like brilliant? It's like I'm gonna fight Mr. T. It's like I'm gonna do a charity event.
Clubber Lang. His name was Clubber Lang.
Hey, he's Mr. T. Okay. And then in that movie, he's like, we're doing a charity event with Hulk Hogan.
And he's going to take it super seriously.
Fucking Thunder Lips.
Oh, man. There's a lot of, looks like good movies coming out soon.
Well, aside from Matrix and Jackass, what else?
Batman?
Oh, right. I keep watching the trailer for it, and they had a new trailer come out, and it's pretty much the same footage. Just repositioned.
It's like they ruined the first trailer.
It's like,
I was like, no, I like the first one better. Keep it on the first one.
It's like you just took scenes and put them in different order.
Yeah, why they gotta fuck with it? Yeah, it's the same fucking song, Nirvana song. You know?
And then there's they're trying to make up something new, and it's like, oh, you had the mystery. with the first one. Just leave it at that.
Just come out with one trailer. That's it.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
I've seen it probably way too many times.
Me too. Did you smash the like button on that one?
No.
I never smash the like button on anything.
Me neither.
I could like fall out of my chair laughing, and I'd be like, "Well, that's enough."
I subscribe to a lot of things, but that's about as far as I go. Just because I don't feel like searching for them. I can just go to subscriptions. And my friend was over at my house. He was like, on your YouTube homepage, the recommended videos for you is disturbing. I was like, what? It's like, what are you talking about? It's all like fighting, guns, fighting, guns. And then like some weird, how to make a shed.
For your guns.
For your guns and fight them.
Yeah. Keep the guns on the first floor, fight pit, second floor.
It's like, what's going on here? I was like,
yeah, I have an odd mixture of like music videos and then fighting. and then some goddamn cartoons from the kid watching it on my account. I was like, man, you can't use my account to watch your stuff.
It's like, what is this guy watching?
I don't want to see Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, but it's great.
Wait, so what other movies? And then Batman, and then what else?
I'm excited for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm still confused about the trailer, to be honest.
I don't care. I saw that guy as Dr.
Yeah.
Octopus, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
but he was one of the best villains in the Spider. Well, I did see another Venom trailer. That looks pretty intense.
Yeah, the first movie sucked.
I liked it, man.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Tom Hardy. How you go wrong with him? Except for that stupid movie he did with the guy from Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. He was also in this movie where he played, what was that fucking guy? Some fucking mobster. What's it?
Gotti?
I don't know.
That wasn't it, was it?
No, I think it was Capone.
Oh, yeah, it was, I think.
Who and I was like, I could watch this fucking mob movie. And it was like, no, it was like, it started when he started like losing his mind and he's like constantly shitting himself. And I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Why would anyone want to watch that? Like nurses who have to take care of that one don't want to see that.
Yeah. No, I'm like, what? This is the worst movie ever. What the fuck? Why we want you to play Al Capone? He's like, yeah, sweet. But towards the end, right when he's about to die, he's shitting on himself constantly. Yeah. It's disgusting. And he's like, yeah, I'll do that.
Can you shit on command?
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? It's a fucking waste of time, that movie was.
Dude,
fucking hate it.
I'll forever give his movies a chance because of that Bronson movie. That was insane.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Except for all the male
so much dong.
Hung major dong in that movie.
I'm just like, to the point where it's just like, is this movie about him or his dong?
It's like, I think he just like that guy just like showing it to people. That's the only way you could get him to see it by fighting.
It was in his contract.
Jesus, what a nut job that guy was. Yeah, so I think that's about it though. Spider-Man looks good. I would probably see the Carnage. Well, Woody Harrelson, he's pretty great.
Why didn't you like the first one?
It's okay. I still don't think they're doing Venom justice.
Of course not, because he's supposed to be a villain.
Yeah, not a good guy. He's not a good guy.
He's not a good guy.
He's not. He's a fucking alien. He does bite people's heads off, but only bad guys. But I don't know.
Well, that's kind of what I liked about him when he was like, "Let's eat her," and he's like, "No, we can't eat her."
He should eat everyone.
Yeah, and just like the conflict where the voice is in his head and he's like talking out loud, and everyone's like, "What?"
But they're trying to make it comical.
Well, that's the way to go anymore. It's like your Deadpool, your Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like that's almost how you succeed as a superhero movie. You have to make jokes, like Thor Ragnarok.
That was great.
Yeah, but then it's like they have to make jokes.
No. Guardians of the Galaxy ruined it, even though they're fantastic movies, because they're hilarious.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they almost feel like the new. Did you see the latest Suicide Squad?
Yeah, not bad.
I liked it, but they're constantly making jokes. When they just kill that spoiler, kill the whole village full of people. They're like, yeah, my men will hear you when we come in, and we're like, oh, about that.
Who was the director for that?
James Gunn. He did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's why. He also is he the same guy that did Thor Ragnarok?
I don't know.
He played Korg.
Oh yeah, the director did the voice for it too. Dude, best character ever.
Hands down, my favorite. My favorite superhero character.
Yeah. I loved how at the end he was there. I was like, yeah.
It's great, and he had his dead
Yeah.
friend.
Oh, he thought he was dead.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
It's like, oh, Meek's dead. He's like, oh, he's alive.
So I accidentally smushed him. Oh wait, he's alive! Yay!
Yeah. Dude, that's too funny.
Because that guy was in the Suicide Squad movie, the new one.
As the dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I said that to
the rat chick,
Yeah.
her dad.
Yeah, I had said that when we were watching it, and they were like, "We don't care." Like that's a nerd comment.
Your family hates you.
I'm like, I'm the tallest one in here.
You fucking nerd. No one cares, nerd.
I'm like, you wouldn't be watching this shit if it weren't for me.
That's what's so bad. There's this Netflix documentary you have to watch, even though you haven't watched any of the other ones I told you about.
Okay, so maybe we'll start a new, precedent.
It's called Untold: Crime and Penalties, and it's about a hockey team, a minor league hockey team, that I'm pretty sure they may have gotten the idea for Gunn because of this really.
Wait, Goon.
It's
The first Goon or the second Goon?
the first one.
Yeah, the second Goon sucked.
I don't even remember it. Probably because it sucked.
Yeah, it did.
The first one's great, but this documentary is it's great. It's so awesome. It's kind of like, it's weird because it's like, okay, this guy owns a waste management company in Connecticut, and people are talking, they're like, pretty sure they got The Sopranos from this guy. That whole series, because they're like, he looks like a mobster, did a lot of questionable things, no one asked questions, and no one
Wait,
and his son, what?
did he start playing hockey or his son? I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
His son loved hockey for some reason. And he's like, I don't know why. He's like, I tried to get him into football, but he loved hockey. And he was playing hockey in high school, and then he got injured really bad. Had to get like back surgery or some shit. And they're like, you can't ever play hockey anymore. And so his dad was like, okay, whatever. I'll buy you a hockey team. Here you go. And this kid's like a senior in high school, and he's managing a minor league hockey team. He's like,
That's nothing to do with Goon.
I know, but then he starts trying to find players, right? And he got his high school hockey coach to be involved, and this guy is like a fucking piece of shit. Such a piece of shit this guy was. But anyways, they found this one player who was like a bruiser. They're like, we tried to copy what the Flyers did back in the 70s. And this one guy, they're just talking to him, and you're like, "Yep, that's him. That's good." He's like, "Yeah, he's like, he was just like beat the shit out of people." You know what I mean? The very first game of the season, He's like, the guy's talking. He's like, I was sitting on the bench, and then someone handed me a cell phone, and I answered it, and it was the owner. You know what I mean? He was like, as soon as they drop that puck, drop your gloves. And he was like, okay, boss. And he's just like, yeah, just start. As soon as the puck drops, he's fighting, and it was like, oh my god. And that was like his job. He's like, I love hockey and I love to fight.
What's it called?
It's called Untold Crime and Penalties.
And this is on Netflix, you said?
Yes.
All right. I have to check that out because I fucking love that movie.
It's you'll love this guy too, and it's not a series. It's just like a documentary, like an hour.
Good. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, that's a commitment,
Anytime I see something I'm interested, if it's a series, I'm like, I'm out.
I prefer them nowadays because it won't be over so fast. But
Well, it depends on how interested I am. Like if it's a TV show, but like some of these like real life things, if it's a whole like Hulu has this Wu-Tang thing, and I was like, all right, let me check that out. But it's a series. I'm like, oh fuck, man.
is that like the RZA thing?
Well, no, I don't know.
You didn't watch it?
No, I just saw it pop up, and it's like Wu-Tang, but it's on Hulu, but it's a whole series. There's like many episodes. I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. I would have done it if it was a movie or something, but
I don't have Hulu, but I mean, I do have the one app that puts everything from all apps in one space.
cable.
No, it's not. I don't have cable. I have a guy. He's seen everything, and he comes over and reenacts it.
I think that's the better way to do things. They're like, see, go. And he's just like, crawling around.
It's much better that way. He's very good.
You're like, hold on, I have to go to the bathroom. Time out. Pause.
I got pause. And I go get another box of Cheez-Its.
Another Abba Zabba.
Another Abba Zabba. These are so fucking bad.
I love how you got it just to make a joke, not even knowing what it's about. Abba Zabba, you are not my friend.
I fucking hate you.
We're
Never speak to me.
We're enemies.
I thought they would be good.
Why? Did you see him bite it on the movie? Like none of it looked good at all.
You don't like taffy?
Dude, it was like just a white. It looked like a white eraser that he was biting into.
Well, they've been around a long time.
How? Who's buying this shit?
This is the first time I've ever seen one. I didn't know it was a real thing.
Did you ask your buddy where he gets them from?
He's older than dirt, too.
He probably had it for a while. It's like, this is a box I bought in 76.
He's been eating them a long time. I don't know.
And he's doing real well for himself, huh?
He's doing real well. He's doing great. I'm going to throw them all away. Abba Zabbas and Butterfingers.
I feel like they would find a way back into your place.
There's
like,
so many Butterfingers here.
The garbage men people are like, we don't want this shit.
Throw it back at me. Jeez. Not allowed.
Yeah. Not in our dump.
How do you get rid of Abba Zabbas?
Yeah. You got to put them in a spaceship and shoot them to the sun.
Throw all your trash in the garbage. Yeah. Or into space. All your garbage into space. It's been raining a lot where you live?
No. It's been really nice this whole weekend, yeah.
Did you guys go to the beach at all?
No. One cousin tried, and the flies were so bad. He was just getting bit up like so bad, and like he just came back.
Sounds like everything you did, you could have just done in one of your guys' backyards.
Probably. Well,
He says does it every time. He says go to sleep over, and he never sleeps over. Come on, man! It's my birthday. Remember that Jimmy Taco stealing my lines?
wait, what are you?
That was the weirdest.
What are you talking about?
I think you should leave.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Makes fun of his wife. He's like, I shouldn't have done that. I love my wife. I love my wife so much.
That was one.
And they had that whole.
That was one of the weirder sketches, but yeah.
There's a whole backstory. And it's like, he does this every time. These are grown men. He's like, he says this every time. Says he's going to sleep over, and he never sleeps over.
Yeah, I remember.
He's like, come on, man, sleep over. It's my birthday. They had like sleeping bags in the living room.
Dude, that was one of the ones that was just like drug on and just be like, this is getting so weird.
Fuck, that is my favorite show of all time. I found like some.
Oh,
Who were those guys? What?
call my phone right now.
Why?
Just do it.
We're in the middle of a show.
Just fucking do it, man.
I don't even know if I have your phone number.
Oh, well then how do you text me?
I got a guy. I tell him, hey, text my brother.
Well then call the guy.
He's at a christening.
I might not have service down here, to be honest.
Oh wait, it's not on. You fucking jerk.
I forgot I don't have a phone.
Scratch
Yeah.
that.
Send me a letter.
I've been calling it for 20 seconds now, by the way.
Nothing.
It's not working.
Well, anyway, my ringtone is the theme song for that show.
Baby, baby, baby.
It's almost
I found.
I don't want to answer my phone calls sometimes.
You just want to listen to
Yeah,
it?
and then I just go into Netflix.
The fucking Bears are fucking hot garbage.
Is that what's on now?
I'm convinced that redheaded quarterbacks are just no good.
You're not wrong. Like, what's been a good redheaded quarterback?
Name one. I dare you. I dare you to name
Andy
one.
Dalton was close.
That's who's playing right now. Fucking bum ass Andy Dalton.
He's still playing?
Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Bears.
He wasn't always with the Bears, though. What? Right?
No, he was with the Bengals forever, and they were like,
He did shit for them.
he could just never win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would like, oh, we're in the playoffs finally, and then no, they would always almost make it to playoffs or get eliminated first round of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was the backup, and he played on the Cowboys all last season
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
after
Nice.
Dak broke his leg.
And how would that scene go? Not great.
And now, like, Matt Nagy, head coach for the Chicago Bears, is like, I made a promise to Andy Dalton, even though the guy they drafted is like 100 times better.
That's at some point you're like, because your job's at risk. You're like, yeah, I know I made a promise, but
Yeah, it's like,
I got kids to feed.
hopefully- yeah, he's a terrible coach anyway. I don't know why he hasn't been fired yet.
Oh.
And he used to be one of the coaches for the Eagles.
Who was this?
Who was Matt Nagy? Matt Nagy.
Yeah,
Is his
I
name.
heard you. I'm trying to think. What did he do?
Matt Nagy. He's a bum. And it's like, one of my fantasy teams is like, the backbone is like, come on, put that guy in. I need it. Sooner than later.
Jesus.
What are you going to
Do you ever have fantasy leagues where you're just like, this is not going to work?
Yeah, it was called last year. All of them, all my teams. I'm like, thank God there was a guy who quit halfway through the season because I didn't get last place. I was like, oh, thank God he's not playing anymore. I'm not going to be terrible. I had a good run. I did pretty well for a while, and I'm one of those panickers. Like first week of the season, I'm like, oh, my team sucks, and I dropped everybody.
That's what somebody was saying this weekend. They're like, your brother, he's the most. He drops and picks up more than anybody ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Because there was a certain strategy that I had that helped me win 2 championships, and it's either you look like a genius or you look like a fool. There's no middle ground.
Yeah,
you know,
you got to just take that gamble.
Yeah, every time. It's like I'm going all in. I'm either going to be great or the worst.
And they might ripple me, but I'll one of these times it's going to work.
So last year I drafted a rookie wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, who plays for the Minnesota Vikings. And like the first 2 weeks he did nothing. I said, fuck this guy. I dropped him. And then like he
exploded.
Like, yeah, it's like incredible. Everyone's like, this guy's incredible. I was like, God damn it.
Didn't he just catch that ball with his teeth?
So this year I'm trying to practice some patience.
You're known for that.
And I'm already like, I'm already like,
hey,
this guy pissed me off.
Hey, do you want to talk to my guy?
Tell him to call me.
Well, he's not good at that.
He's terrible. You should definitely use him, but he's terrible.
No, just have him call you when you need to drop him, and then you'll just keep him because he'll never call you.
Have him manage my team.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know he's on injured reserve.
Oh, did you hear that?
You got all sorts of noises come from your place.
After a certain time, it turns into a drag strip.
Yeah, sounds like you live in Baghdad.
Everyone's like, "We racing tonight?" They're like, "Yeah, meet me out front of Brian's."
Yeah.
I'm like,
We'll rev our engines for a couple hours.
Yeah. They're like, tonight's motorcycle night, front of Brian's.
Don't forget your bullhorns.
And I have the most sensitive alarm for my truck ever made. So everywhere I go, I have the key for it.
Just turn it off.
Yeah, everywhere I go, I'm like, thank God it's like a long range. I don't have to like go outside every time, or I would just leave it unlocked and find like homeless people sleeping in it in the mornings and things.
You're like, you gotta go. I gotta go to work.
You again, Dirty Mike and the boys. Turn my truck into a nightmare.
We're coming back.
He's got a new movie coming out.
He's making like serious movies now.
This one's not serious. It's a funny one. It's got Leonardo Dicaprio in it, and it's coming straight to Netflix.
And Jonah Hill, right, too?
Yeah. See how that goes. I pretty much hate all of fucking Hollywood actors now.
Why?
Because they're pedos.
What? Look, Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends are like 20-something, so that's legal.
Did you ever see that Ricky Gervais when he hosted the what's it called?
Yeah, I watch it on YouTube like every now and then again when he just like rips into Hollywood. He's like, I don't care.
He's the
dude.
best.
Yeah, it's so funny. Well,
they're all like, oh.
Well, that's like a lot of his TV shows too, where he's just like, what was the one where it's a one that's on Netflix now, where it's like his
Afterlife.
Yeah, I love it because when he just doesn't care.
It's great. It's like, I made a show about a guy whose wife died and he wants to kill himself, and that is more fun than this.
Yeah.
So in the first season, there's an episode where like his friend's kid was mad at him, so he was like at this kid's school while they're out playing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like, hey, come here. And little fat kid comes up and goes, pedo. He's like, I'm not a pedo.
No, he tells him, he's like, even if I was, you're too fat, and I would never come after you.
That guy's the best.
There's something like intrinsically hilarious about somebody who does not give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit. But he tells it like it is. I'm surprised he's still alive.
What are they gonna do to him?
Make him have a heart attack. But yeah, I like to hear him trash all of those people.
Yeah, it's kind of like surreal. It's like you just bring him down to our level.
He said he talked about that movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
He said by the time it was over, Leonardo Dicaprio's girlfriend was too old.
Yeah. He wasn't wrong. There's like a statistics where it's like if they get to a certain age, he drops them.
That was a fucking shit movie. Terrible.
I like the Brad Pitt Bruce Lee scene.
I thought that movie was stupid and sucked.
It was long. All of those movies are long.
Yeah, but they're at least good.
Yeah, because
Not that one.
what was that even about?
I couldn't tell you. Stuntman?
Well, I like when you threw Bruce Lee in that car. That was pretty great.
He's just like, I'm going to make movies about historical events and I'm going to change
Yeah. Remember that time Hitler got gunned down?
it. Yeah. When they shot him.
And then set the movie
in that movie theater?
Yeah. It's like, it wasn't Kennedy. It was Hitler. Or no, fucking Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln?
Sorry, wrong president.
Oh, I was going to tell you, I stumbled upon these, a YouTube show of,
Is it better than
those
Wayne?
guys. Tim from Tim and Eric.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, I thought it was like a clips from like their show that they had, but no, it's like his actual like YouTube show. And they have a guy that calls in. His name's like Tim from Michigan, and it's Tim Robbins.
Oh, Jesus, man. I'm sold already.
It's great. It's so funny. He's like calls in. He's like, you're protesting the lockdowns, huh? He's like, yeah, they're bullshit. They're like, why? He's like, because I got to get to the Halloween store and get my supplies for my haunted house. They're like, it's May. He's like, when you're serious about it, there's guys like me. We fight over stuff. And then it goes on and on and on from there. So check it out. Find that show.
What's it called? Like,
I have no idea.
well, thanks.
You want me to find it?
I'll figure it out.
You sure? Yeah. I could find it right now.
We'll put it.
What was his last name? Tim. It starts with an H. Heidecker. It's.
Did you just fart?
It's pretty. No, it was the chair.
I gotta get to the Halloween store.
It's pretty fantastic.
Because it's so competitive.
Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, the YouTube just came on.
Does it make a noise when it comes on?
Well, they was playing a commercial, and I don't know what that is about. I'm new to this, by the way.
Are you trying to do the split screen thing? Because it's not happening.
I was going to here in a minute. I haven't done it yet because I don't really know what I'm doing.
That's apparent.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Chicken.
I'm learning.
Chicken
okay?
butt.
I'm learning. We're getting there. We're getting there. What are you, texting your guy?
Yeah. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Look at this. Huh? Can you see that?
God. That seems about right.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though.
Well, because the volume thing's clicked off.
Can you hear it?
Nah.
No?
Mm.
So that was a big fail, huh?
Well, I mean, you showed me it, so I'll find it.
Well, now I want to watch it so bad. Anyways. I'm sorry, am I keeping you?
Well, no, you were on something, so I was on something. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it was good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, man. I'm glad I did this. I almost didn't want to do it. I was like, I just want to be lazy today.
Well, last week I got people were bitching at me.
Really? Do we got like
Yeah.
steady followers?
I guess I don't know.
People-
I'm like, you're not being serious. are
People
you?"
need to get like move on with their lives.
No, we want. Tell your friends about it. And smash the like button.
Yeah, as hard as you can. Like just draw up and punch it.
Well, one thing's for sure, like I've been saying the past few weeks, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl this year, and they're winning. I got my Ghost jersey on.
Yeah, the way they play today, there's nothing stopping us.
Nothing. First place in the division, NFC East.
Yeah.
So you heard it
Mhm.
here. All right. All right. Until next time. See you
All
later.
right, man. Take